Saturday, November 30th at 6:30 in the evening, European time, noon, half past noon on the East Coast, 9:30 in the morning on the West Coast, and 8:30 in the evening Moscow time, because this is an Art Bene live stream of a symphonic concerto for organ, orchestra, and combined choir coming to you from the Catholic Cathedral in Moscow, free of charge on Art Bene's YouTube channel. Now, what are they going to be doing? Andre Marco was commissioned, and that's spelled Andre, Andrzej. Andre Marco was commissioned, because he's Polish, was commissioned by the builders of the Polish metro system to compose a mass. He came up with a mix of chants of sacred music blended with the rhythm of the metro, which ended up becoming a favorite of the workers of none other than the Moscow metro system. The main idea of his work, which of course would have been perfectly fine with the communists and their ideology, is the spirituality of an ordinary person and the aspiration to a relationship with God. It's a massive performance. It's a huge combined choir. There are more than 4 choirs. I mean, if I tell you them, you're not going to know what they're about unless you're a Russian. I mean, the combined choir of the Mendeleev Choral Congress, the academic choir of the Moscow Metro. You know, they have one of those in Paris, too. The chamber choir of the Opolitov Ivanov State Medical Pedagogical Institute, and the Yusupova choir of the Center Radost, combined with the symphony orchestra of the Kosygin, that must be named after that long time Soviet diplomat Vladimir Kosygin, who I think was their foreign minister for decades, of the Kosygin Russian State University, and there will be opera soloist, and then the organ chimes in on it. So this is going to be massive, and it's not something that you get to hear very often. And it also includes, they tell us, the time-tested music of Georges Bizet. But as happens so often with online live streamers, they don't bother to tell us what Bizet they're going to be playing. Now, once again, that's Art Bene live streaming the Symphonic Concerto for organ, orchestra, and combined choir, Saturday, November 30th, 6:30 in the evening, European time, half past noon on the East Coast, half past 9 in the morning on the West Coast, and 8:30 in the evening, Moscow time. I submit it to you for your consideration.